Today we're going to visit our brothers and sisters to the north, Canada.
Me the documentation. You do have a driver's license. You're driving with no insurance and wrong plates. So you're going to be getting a traffic ticket today, and the vehicle is going to be towed. Hi there.
Hey.
License registration, please. I see you're recording. Just want to let you know my vehicle is equipped with an audio-video recorder as well.
Perfect.
So I am recording as well.
We're getting pulled
my
over.
friend?
We got pulled over. Yep.
You're Jason Zimmer?
Huh?
Born March 1984?
Yeah.
And March 15th? Have you ever had a license in the province of
I'm not
British
answering any questions. Do what you need to
Sorry.
do.
What the hell?
We're
Do you have any paperwork for the vehicle?
What crime did I commit?
fast gas.
You're, well, I'm
Plates, you know?
assuming you're driving with no insurance because you have a plate that doesn't belong to ICBC.
Why are you making assumptions?
Well, do you have any
Okay.
paperwork to prove that you have insurance?
Did I do a crime? Did I commit a crime?
Well, that's what I'm trying to find out. So, one, you haven't provided me with the driver's license yet. That is a motor vehicle.
But why don't you go run me then?
Okay. Do you have any paperwork for the
I'm
vehicle?
not answering any questions. Go do what you need to do.
Now, I hate to take pride in another man's downfall, but at the same time, it's guys with his attitude, his just acting the way he is, that you enjoy watching them get their car towed away or them get slammed on the ground and sent off to the clink. I mean, talk about just a horrible attitude. You don't even know this officer.
You have no paperwork?
I'm not answering questions.
Okay.
Meanwhile, at the palace of King Poseidon, ruler of the seven seas.
Okay. So, Jason, I see under ICBC you do have an active driver's license. However, this vehicle is uninsured.
No.
Don't like that.
I know I canceled that, but I'm not answering any questions.
Okay. So, you can't drive the vehicle from here.
Boom.
The vehicle's going to be towed,
Boom.
and the plates are going to be seized because they're not proper license plates.
Boom.
Roast it.
Okay?
You're gonna do what you're gonna do.
Yeah. Do you have any questions?
I have no questions for you. I have no contracts or agreements with you guys. This happened over a year ago. I've been operating this way this whole time.
What?
No problem.
And have you been caught since?
I've
members?
been
pulled over
by
since then?
everyone. No problems.
Unless you can prove that to me, I don't believe you.
I don't.
No!
You're gonna make your claim. What you're gonna do? What's your name and badge number? What about you? Name and badge number.
You want your reg number?
Okay.
Okay. So you haven't provided me the documentation.
Boom.
You do have a driver's license. You're driving with no insurance and
Boom.
wrong number plates. So
Boom.
you're going to be getting a traffic ticket today, and the vehicle is going to be towed.
Roast it.
Okay?
No, I don't agree to that.
It doesn't matter whether or not you agree.
Okay,
that
you're
is
gonna do
what's
what you're
happening.
gonna do. You're gonna do what you're gonna do.
Okay. Here's this back. I'm printing up the ticket, and then we'll go from there.
I say this, you got to give that officer credit. You hadn't given him no room to get squirrely with him or nothing. He's remained professional throughout the whole stuff. Since the driver has had a poor attitude, the whole thing just becomes comical. Because you know the driver's just waiting for an opportunity to say something, which he's going to be snarky and he's going to get out and say all kinds of stuff here in a minute. But you get what I'm saying.
Okay, Jason, this here is your name, your information, where the offense took place, the offenses, no insurance, failed to produce driver's license, wrong number plate, vehicle, and my information. Any information on how to pay or dispute is on the back. This is your copy. The tow truck is on the way.
I don't consent to this. You're creating a non-consensual security agreement on the side of the road without right.
It doesn't matter whether you consent or not. This is what's happening.
Okay,
I know.
that-
British Columbia, you're required to have
I'm not part of the
insurance.
province of British Columbia.
Okay.
I'm not part of it anymore.
Well, whatever, but you're part of the conversation. And normally you shut your mouth when the other person's talking so you can hear what they have to say. You seem to don't get that.
And yes, I did have a license at one point, but I
you still
canceled
do.
that. No, I canceled it.
It's still valid.
But you
Or else you would have been getting more tickets.
you guys can keep forcing your will all you want. It doesn't matter. This happened to me over a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
They took the plates off, towed the truck. Since then, I've been operating this way, traveling. I have the right to travel.
But in the province of British Columbia...
I'm not in the province of British Columbia.
When you're operating a motor vehicle on a public highway as created by the province of British Columbia, you're required to have insurance as issued by the Insurance Corporation of British Columbia. Unfortunately, you do not. This is why this is happening right now. It doesn't matter whether or not you're traveling or not, you are traveling on a motor vehicle highway created by the province of British Columbia. Okay? Okay.
Boom.
Roasted.
Are they trying to take off your plates?
I guess so.
I don't want you to do nothing. I just want to record this, that's all.
Alright, so you riveted the license plate to your car.
Yes, because last time some highwaymen took it off and then said it's an abandoned vehicle on the side of the road and towed it.
Well, genius. Now all they're going to do is just void your plate. Doesn't matter if you welded it on. And just so officers know, a thin drill that'll go through the center of those ribbons, take it right off. Just saying. What I find most interesting out of these stops is that they never care about other people's well-being. You know, hence the reason we all have insurance. So, you know, if I crash into you, things are going to get repaired. You shouldn't suffer because of something that I have caused. Without insurance, how is he going to pay for anything? Towing stuff around and working, doing this thing. What happens if you run into somebody? How you going to pay? Oh, well, I'll pay for how we know you can't pay insurance.
So this is affixed to my property, and you guys right now are trying to steal my property. So yeah, I'll record the theft. That's all right.
Technically, if they had a drill, they still wouldn't be touching your vehicle. They'd be removing their property. They'd have to make contact with the drill, but not your actual bumper, and not really the plate. Instead, they'd just be drilling through what is not legally allowed to be on your license plate. I'm not an officer nor a lawyer, but I'm just saying. They're why not?
It's a fixed front and back, and I have been operating like this for over a year. Actually, it's almost been 2 years. It took 6 months before you guys did it the first time. Acting like highwaymen, not peace officers.
It doesn't make it legal.
Yeah, you guys are gonna do what you're gonna do anyways. I already know. It's fine.
Do you need a taxi for your family?
I don't need nothing. No, you don't worry about me.
Yeah.
Alright, so Jason, because you riveted the plate to the vehicle, obviously I can't see it, so the plate is going to stay on it. However, I'm going to be taking a bunch of photos of the vehicle instead. Okay?
Whatever you need to do.
Okay.
1 hour later.
So I don't consent to him towing my property.
Yeah, that's good to know. You didn't consent to buying insurance, and this still happened too. So,
Doesn't matter.
Are you seizing my truck?
Well, it is being removed from the roadway.
Okay, but are you seizing my truck?
Let me finish talking.
Okay.
Stop interrupting. Okay.
Okay, speak.
So the vehicle is being removed from the roadway under the BC Motor Vehicle Act. If you can pay the tow company, you can have it towed home, back to your property.
right there, that's worth noting. They're letting him know, hey, if you want to pay for a tow, you can have the thing sent home. He's not choosing that option. Now, if you can't afford it, I totally understand. I'm poor too. I completely get it. But then you can't go complaining saying, oh, they seized it from you. No, you failed your responsibilities to be able to have it on the highways and byways. So this is a consequence of your own action or lack thereof.
I don't consent to any of it.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, well,
that is what it is.
So you're stealing my property then?
No.
Yeah.
It's being removed from the road.
You're not seizing it because I didn't commit a crime.
You committed an offense under the BC Motor Vehicle Act.
I'm not part of the province of British Columbia or ICBC. I've got no contracts with them.
Except you live within the province, so you're subject.
No, I'm not subject to them.
Yes, you are.
Can you provide evidence of that?
Regardless of the fact, Jason, the vehicle is being removed from the roadway. If you can pay to have it towed back to your property, you can do that. Otherwise, it can go back to their yard.
Well, I'll tell him when he gets here that I don't consent to it. Maybe I'll talk. Yeah, I don't care. He can be part of the law. He can be part of a lawsuit too.
You can tell them that all you want.
Okay.
But it's going to be towed back to either their yard or your property. Depends on if you want to pay or not.
No, I guess we'll see. I've been operating like this for a long time now. You're the first ones over a year.
Well,
Since
no one's seen you operating since.
I go every day, everywhere.
It doesn't matter if you go everywhere every day and you operate every day like that. It depends on whether or not you get located and pulled over by a police officer.
Boom.
Roasted.
A few moments later.
So when it gets back to my place, I hop back in, go back on the road. You guys gonna do this again to me or what? Yeah? Okay. So you're gonna criminally harass me then? Till you guys get your way?
You know, the funny thing is, the last time I had checked, protecting the public is not criminally harassing nobody. Your truck, you driving anything, is not allowed on the road. You don't have financial responsibility. You have no insurance. If you're not responsible enough to have insurance, you don't deserve to be on the road.
Doing our job.
Oh, is this what your job is? To criminally harass private citizens?
You're not a private citizen. You have a passport, so you're a citizen of Canada.
Okay, I'll let you
You
go.
have a passport, you're a citizen of Canada, and you're in Canada. You can't claim you're not if you have a passport. And you're using your passport number as a license plate.
Sorry, what was that?
You have a passport, so you have a contract with the government of Canada. By
You don't understand contract law, do you?
I don't have to understand your
Yeah, of course. That's fine. I don't care either if you don't understand it. Ignorance of the law is no excuse. That's fine. You guys will find out though.
Much, much, much later.
You don't even understand what a promise to perform is.
It's not a real thing in the criminal code.
Is this a part of the criminal code? What's the crime that I committed?
Motor Vehicle Act.
Okay, I'm not part of the Motor Vehicle Act. I never have any agreement with that. I don't have any
Drive
agreement.
on the roads created by the province of British Columbia, you are.
I'm traveling. I'm not driving on your roads.
Doesn't matter if you're driving on the road. You're
Yeah.
driving on infrastructure created by the province of British Columbia. So you're subject to its laws and rules.
Whatever you believe.
So if you want to drive in the bush, you're not subject to them. But if you want to drive on a roadway paid for and funded by the taxpayers of Canada, you have to.
Roasted.
And right?
No.
The Crown Roads, the King's Roads?
No.
Okay, so whose roads are they?
Province of British Columbia.
The province of British
You're
Columbia
saying you're
owns
not in
them.
contract with
You're saying that the province of the British Columbia owns all the public roads?
Yes.
They own all the public roads?
Yes.
Okay, okay.
They funded them.
Oh, they fund them?
Yes.
Okay. I didn't know that the province of British Columbia funded it. I thought the people funded it.
20 minutes later.
I said I don't consent to you towing my property.
The driver, you can put that away. Put it away.
You don't touch me.
Put it away.
I'm going to record you out here in public. Yeah, you better not touch me.
Don't worry, I'm recording. So, he essentially has no insurance, but he can't pay or he can
Okay, did you want to inform your boss that I don't consent you to taking my property?
Why are you the way that you are?
Tell you something I do know. That flatbed driver, he don't care. Key, no key, regardless. That truck's going with him. Now, if you don't want your truck all tore up, you'll make sure it gets to go into neutral. If you don't care, well, just sit there and keep your attitude up. We'll all watch it break it together.
So, do you want him to pull it onto the deck, or are you going to give him the key so he can drive it on?
No, I don't want him to damage my property, but if he damages my property, he could be held liable for it. I mean, I don't consent to none of this.
So, if you don't want him to pull it onto the deck and damage it, then he needs the key so he can put it into neutral. Or you can put it into neutral yourself once he's hooked it up, but it's going to have to...
You know, I'm not going to damage my property. I'll do whatever, and I'll just come after you for it afterwards. It's fine. I don't care.
You sure about that?
What company is this too? Because
Reliable Towing.
Reliable Towing? Okay. Don't touch it yet. I'll put it into there. Sorry, buddy, you're on camera. What's that?
I don't give a damn.
Yeah, I know you don't give a damn.
Keys or do I throw it up?
Hold on, just give me a second. And again, I don't consent to this.
Can you give me the keys now, please?
It's in there. I don't consent to it though, so all of this is under duress. I do have the right to seek remedy after the fact. I'm not going to do anything before. You guys want to make this claim? That's all on you. Yeah, you can shrug all you want. I don't really care.
Well, that makes two of us. Jesus loves you. So do I.
Jesus said, whosoever therefore shall confess me before men, him will I confess before my Father which is in heaven.